Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our Tuesday's edition of Press Review right here on Luntha TV. Today, the 19th of August in the year 2025. It is yet another time where we take you through some of the stories that are appearing in our newspapers. And today, with me, Tandi Mzumara, and of course, I'm not alone. I'm here with my colleague,
Bridget Mwanoka.
Good morning, Bridget. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And yourself?
I'm good.
I can see the
fineness.
Yeah, that you're fine because their face speaks it all.
Yeah, and your face says you're not fine at all.
Yeah, but it's just something minor. Yeah, a minor flu, but I'll be fine.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we'll take you through some of the stories appearing in the Nation newspaper, and she has the Daily Times, and I'm going first this time around. On the front page, 37% go independent in local government race, and partly the story reads, independent candidates continue their dominance in national elections with 1,137 out of 3,041 local government elections aspirants going solo in the September 16th general election, Malawi Electoral Commission bank data says. Yeah. And when we are talking about members of parliament, now also by independent MPs,
Yes, they are.
followed by MCP, and then with DPP,
and then the others.
Yeah. So, Kobabe, what happens after Chisago normally is that abiriro agawina mucha ubava kuda paloma ndendu kujoina no chibali chakuti.
Of course.
Paloma ndo kujoina no chibali chakuti. In most cases, aba joina chibali chomwecha, aba joina bomba lomwe latani, lomwe lawina.
Of course.
So, sitizadabwa kudzamva kuti kuimbira wanthu limene linayimira ngati paokha nthawi ya ali mashado alowa zibani zina.
Okay, I understand what they can make those choices, but I think they also have to consider the fact that sometimes they are elected in their seats because they are standing as independents.
Yes.
Perhaps because people in their constituencies, in the wards, don't necessarily trust in the or they don't trust the parties themselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kumakau seeking what favors of the ruling government.
Okay, so if you are, I think my understanding of the matter is that when you are an independent MP, it means with a bafazi, something like that.
But they do get it all, don't they? The CDF is the same.
Yes,
amount,
they do
for example,
get
for MPs.
Okay, they do get, but as I mentioned earlier, that abida batabagina bomba lobere lawida, because when you are in the government, my favor makala ojuruka.
Of course.
So Malawi has agreed with a count. I was watching a certain interview on TV about wina waga medala sakidwa uduna ali kuchipandi china usati chipandi cholambula usati bomba lolambula. And then in the interview, the person was saying like, you know how it is, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah, so...
And we've seen a number of them actually.
Yeah.
Who have done that, who have shifted.
Yeah.
Chosen as ministers whilst another and then boom, all of a sudden it's like they've crossed the floor.
Yeah.
Anyways, the front page of the Daily Times, the headline here reads, imported cement arrives to ease market pressures. Part of the story reads, in a move to address the country's cement crisis, some government-aided imports have started arriving with the aim of flooding the market and suppressing the recent rapid inflation. I saw you do an update on this yesterday.
Yeah.
I remember your headline.
Yeah,
I was like, why the drama?
You know, I'm dramatic.
Of course.
Generally.
I just thought that maybe you tone it down a bit, Nyana.
I can never.
Once a thief, always a thief.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just me. And then, of course, the cement is going at 40,000. Okay. But the minister said he was going to look into that. Comparing most shops, because these are like Ladera.
What is the price that so it's supposed to be sold at?
26, 25.
Wow.
So when it comes, I remember Dagote because of you. So when I was writing that one, when I mentioned Dagote, I thought of you because at some point we interacted on the same some days back. So I wanted to go to Ujali. So there is this other type, it was agreed to about 25,000, another type, 26,000, still Dagote.
It makes
So
sense.
it all depends on
the
quality. Yeah. Oh, June 16th protest varies victim. No, let me start again. June 16th protest varies victims claim compensation. The Malawi Human Rights Commission (MHRC) says the owners of property destroyed during an attack on unarmed protesters on June 26th in Lilongwe are demanding compensation for losses incurred. Yeah, I remember. Magalimo anayatsidwa nabiwa anamenyedwa kukuthidwa atolankhani ena anakuthidwa. So I think zionetsero kapena ma protest amene achitika dziko muno awawa ndi anaonjeza zozibwirikiti ndizochitika.
Of course.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, I think it also created manta, some sort of fear amongst Malawians, especially when it comes to right to expression, of which demonstrating is also part of that right.
Yes.
A story here on the third page of the Daily Times, cement importation case adjourned until after pause. Part of the story reads that the High Court has adjourned the Cement Gate case involving former President Peter Mutharika's security aide Norman Chisale and two others to a date after the 2025 tripartite elections. The decision follows a request from the defense team led by lawyer Galege Nikapale, who argued that the ongoing campaign activities ahead of the pause would compromise the availability of the accused and their legal representatives. This is very interesting.
It is.
It makes me think to say, okay, if, for example, DPP wins the 16th September general elections, would the case really continue?
Just in case, yes.
Would it continue?
I don't think it can. Because we have a delay. My thinking is, it's been long.
I mean, that is kind of like the norm.
Yes,
in our
right?
Court. Yeah, in our courts.
Okay, moving on to business. Pension fund is strong growth, rises to 3.8 trillion kwacha. And there is a subtitle, but RBM says arrears threaten industry stability. Malawi's pensions sector recorded strong growth in 2024, with the fund rising to 3.8 trillion kwacha, according to the financial institution's annual report of 2024.
Okay, on business, sorry. I kind of was absent.
What are you thinking about?
I don't know, but my mind went out of this room. Anyways, I'll take one on business. The headline here is vandalism costs ESCOM 2 billion Malawi kwacha. Part of the story reads, the Electricity Supply Corporation of Malawi ESCOM has said it is losing up to 2 billion Malawi kwacha every year due to vandalism. The vice, which ESCOM has rated as a setback, is said to be worsening power supply challenges. Last week, we saw a press briefing of which they also mentioned the same.
And yet we are here crying.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to also acknowledge our role in that problem.
Yes.
Despite the fact that it's not our duty, especially when it comes to actually supplying the electricity and whatever challenges that could be really causing the issue. We have seen my report ambiri. And then there's the whole illegal connections. We need to realize whilst we complain, we do actually have a hand in that problem.
It is.
And
it is so sad.
And I think it's a responsibility on a personal level.
Nenda kuti paka bakatenga mafuta abu transformer kuwagira business ya chipisi. Yeah, while doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think responsibility. Umwini owning the thing tiliba Malawi, because you can even see this uyajua ni amagidwai. Unaikidwa ma street rights ena bagari kukodo boy.
Yep.
It doesn't sit well with me because So, moving on to international, South Africa slams US human rights report. South Africa's Department of International Relations and Cooperation, DICO, has strongly rejected the latest US human rights report on South Africa, calling it inaccurate, biased, and distortion of the country's constitutional reality. Commercial drama, America, to South Africa, Italy.
And,
It's like they're on each other's necks.
of course, on a real note, America seems to have a lot of drama with a lot of countries.
You don't have international?
I don't have international.
Okay, so I might take one, or not mine, but I will take one more.
On my behalf.
Zelensky, is that how I should pronounce it?
Yes, it's Zelensky.
Zelensky. You know, when it comes to these things, I consult.
Yeah. Now you see people consulting me over things I know nothing about.
Yes, yes. Zelensky condemns Russian attack. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky on Sunday condemned Russian strikes on his country amid the peace negotiations in Washington, D.C. yesterday.
Mabezeka zokuthi Zelensky is in a meeting with Trump.
Over
And whilst they're meeting, Russia is still attacking. Even after the meeting, Russia attacked.
Wow.
It's crazy, really.
Very
and Trump,
crazy.
of course, he sort of, I feel like there's a bit of progress based on the meeting. Manali Nayodzulu, Zelensky, Trump and European leaders, he more of pledged to make sure to not rest until he sees a way forward, especially when it comes to ceasefire and the fight between Ukraine and Russia. And honestly, fingers crossed. Because if you remember, Mr. Trump, before he was, ushered in again as the president, he had pledged as that Russia and Ukraine within 24 hours.
But
well, it's been over 24 hours.
not just over that. And then days are turning into months.
And another one in January. So this is August. So we're yet to see. We'll see how it goes. Going on to the arts and culture segment. A headline here reads, "Petition against copyright fund still on." That is according to Faith Musa. Part of the story reads, the singer and guitarist Faith Musa said yesterday that they will not bow down on their mission to have their petition sent to relevant authorities to push for the protection of the creative sector. The artist, who is currently based in the United States of America, USA, has been on top of the issues questioning the recent decision by the Copyright Fund Committee to award 189 million Malawi kwacha in grants to 10 recipients, which includes 3 board members of Copyright Society of Malawi. He said despite the committee backing the decision, they were still going ahead with the petition themed Protect Malawi Creators and Public Trust. 189,000 Malawi kwacha. Kupita kwa maboard members akusoma.
Okay, so
why that is the right way to go.
Okay, so for me, my main focus is what Musa is complaining about, because we have seen how other people's work. Because if you look, petition against the copyright fund still on. Okay, just hearing that headline, you would see faith. Okay, there is this status in Malawi that tibafuna kujerera paburu ba atwera akamera kuchita zinthu zaluso. So I didn't really pay attention to the board, the what, but my key focus is Faith Musa and what he is doing, because there is also drama going around about the money Oiba Amaladira. We have seen some artists in Kelly Divine, which to me nyimbo za Kelly Divine Maroba, we can't deny Maroba zaikidwa mojuruga. And there are also other artists sagugwirizana ndibere so maloyalties anaendera like that. So I think it's something also which needs to be looked into. Because people are going about it the wrong way, because they're only writing on their Facebook pages instead of taking proper and legal action. Yeah.
Because according to Faith Musa, he's pushing to get about 1,500 signatures on the petition.
Yes.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes, really.
Yeah. I do, but I think something related to that. So we'll go to the back page of our newspapers, not ours, but the ones we have.
It's fine. Malawians get it, trust me.
They don't.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 ex-North FA officials take farm to court. 3 disbanded former Northern Region Football Association members have taken Football Association of Malawi farm to court over the recent RFA elections. I would have stopped here, but I think I need to learn more. The trio's lawyer, Harold Gadawide, confirmed taking up the matter with the High Court in Mzuzu. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm done.
Okay, on the back page of the Daily Times, the headline here is Fazili names squad for Lesotho matches. Part of the story reads, the Malawi women's national football team coach Lavmo Fazili is optimistic that his local stars will deliver when they face Lesotho in 2 friendly matches next week. Fazili said this yesterday after he announced a 27-member squad made up of home-based players. The Scorchers will host Lesotho on the 29th and the 31st of August at Imperial Stadium, Chiwembe Township in Luntha. All the best Scorchers.
Yeah, one of the things you're going to buy in the Mudo.
Of course, mpira wa miendo.
Oh no.
And you know, mpira popa. I think mpira wa miendo. Omo sewela age nakala as my.
I was about to go to international until I saw this exciting thing. I would tell you more about it later. Yeah. The Workers' Club launched Saturday. The Workers' Social Club, a group of diverse professionals who walk every Saturday morning, will officially be launched on Saturday with a 20-kilometer walk and a hospital donation in Ipcholo. So this is what happens with the Workers' Club. Abata we enter from Luntha to Bulanji, from Luntha to the Tondwe. They have been doing some charity works as well. This is something interesting because you look at Kulibaloya, they have names, but they are doing those charity works. For me, I think it's something which is supposed to be commended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sheila is also part of.
Yeah. Now, you know, I've been trying to figure out as to why you have been so interested in this. Now it makes sense. Anyways,
now it makes sense,
I don't have international sports, so I'll just take one more local sports story. Kokoma Ntobwa gets 10 million Malawi kwacha boost. That's the headline. And part of the story reads, Malawi women's football champions Kokoma Ntobwa have received a timely boost ahead of the 2025 CAF Women's Champions League COSAFA qualifier after their sponsors, Capital Oil Refining Industries Corey, topped up the team's package with 10 million Malawi kwacha. Ntobwa are expected to leave the country later this week for the tournament, which is scheduled for the 22nd to the 22nd to the 31st of August in Johannesburg, South Africa.
All right, I was hoping I'll find Arsenal but unfortunately it's not here. But I'll still talk about it later. Newcastle signed Labze from Aston Villa. Newcastle signed announced they had signed midfielder Jacob Labze from Aston Villa. In case simple pira weekend, Arsenal yakutabaliupa kwao chigoli chimodzi kwa chilowere chigoli chomwe chinagola patangopita phindi zochepa chabe.
Actually, it's 14 minutes.
I was about to say that.
Did you?
I wanted you to say it because it akukutali.
You know, actually, okay, so my thinking, but I know you wouldn't actually, you know, and knowing Arsenal, for me, I was very disappointed in you guys. I thought you would do much more than that.
Why would you be disappointed in us? No.
I'm proud
of
Manchester United players. You can tell that there is a bit of change in the kind.
Okay, what happens? Because I've seen Manchester fans saying,
no, we really did.
Okay, but what happens? What counts is what happens after 90 minutes. Okay, if you look at how you played, I can testify. I can
I hope you also testify the poor performance that you guys displayed.
Wait now. I can acknowledge your good performance because even the shots on goal, possession, everything, you were on point.
Definitely.
But what matters at the end of the day is the outcome after 90 minutes. And after that 90 minutes, it was still Arsenal 1, but you 0.
Sure.
3 points.
Trust me, no one's denying that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No one is denying that. Congratulations. I hope you stay.
And I remember we were even talking on the phone before the game ended. It was like, hey, I want the game to end.
Yeah. But still, it was nice to watch it because, like I said, it was the boys made personally me proud because of the performance. It was really good.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that will be all from us, right?
It is all from us, because if we stay here any longer, it won't end well.
It will not.
Yeah.
And then you will hear that you will not see us again like this next time. And I remember I was watching the game with a Man U fan, and I had to joke about it, saying, I hope and we were not watching it at home. And like, I hope we'll still be friends after this.
I mean, it was just a game.
Yeah, but sometimes people take it too personal.
Oh, trust me, we have Malawian supporters.
Yo.
You take it too personal. You look at, and I said this because you see that after every game, yeah, you find the coaches hugging and all that, even the players hugging and all that. In Malawi, no. Sometimes maybe you might find the coaches hugging the players, but the supporters,
The supporters,
are the ones that get mad.
Yeah.
Too mad.
Too
you know,
mad.
okay, we need to understand that this is entertainment. It is part of
It
life,
is.
yes, and it's entertainment, but that's that.
And
really.
so this keeps us entertained. So we don't take it too personal.
Don't add the
And
problems
chomwe
on
chimadisangasa, I don't know how it works. You see kuti wewe utokhawa amani you zako amene macheza naye kwambi kukhawa wati mmene weba kunyasa so kwambiri
Exactly.
like yoti sugwirizana nayo. So let's take it easy.
It's
This
nice.
is entertainment, and EPL has just started. So
We
embrace
have a very
yourselves.
long time.
Yeah.
You know, things could change.
It can.
Next time, it won't be 1-0. It might be 7-0, and that's
Okay, I think-
Manchester scoring for 7 and Arsenal 0.
Okay.
Mpira, it's like ulingati moyo. Mpira ulingati moyo.
Mpira ndo
Umasinda.
uzungulira. I wanted to say yeah.
Mpira ndo uzunguliradi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. We only took you some of the stories appearing in the Nation newspaper, which is going at 2.5, and the Daily Times. So I'll speak on her behalf. And the Daily Times is going at 3,000 kwacha. So if you want to grab a copy, you can do that. Thank you for watching. My name is Bridget Mwadoka. Unless if she has things to add.
My name is Tandi.
No, she's Tanduweb Zubara. Yeah.
Continue following those for programs right here on Luntha TV, and do not forget to follow our social media pages. We are on Facebook at Luntha Television and on YouTube at Luntha TV Official. And of course, many thanks to Kalista Gamwendo, who is on the machines, making sure that we sound as we do and we look brighter than our features like we do. And of course, from all of us here at Luntha Television, it's goodbye for now, and do stay safe.